Wowzers.
Hey.
Hello.
Stay alert.
Hello.
I didn't know the Brotherhood had any people.
Hello.
Howdy.
So, who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
What are you doing with the Followers, if you're an alcoholic?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
What's a dom? That's a bit cryptic, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Let's talk about something.
What do you have in mind?
Got any advice?
Good? Bad? The guy with the gun makes the rules.
Makes sense.
And I may have answers.
Whew! Tell me about Freeside.
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
What about the king?
What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else. Just with better clothes. The king himself, though? He's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
He's a nice guy. What do you think about the NCR?
I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them. Something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
What's your opinion of Mr. House?
Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people.
What do you think of the followers of the apocalypse?
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
And what do you think about the Van Grass, or what do you know about the Van Grass?
Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing. What did you want to know? The only thing I know for certain is that I don't know nothing.
Yeah. Socrates?
Till next time.
Out here. Medicine's running low again.
So is my hunger? No, my food supply. Okay. I'm gonna need a little bite to eat. Blanca mac and cheese. A ramen steak. Strength +1. Oh yeah, I want to keep that for later. Giant rat meat. Gumdrops. One on a stick.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack. Your friend looked like he's in bad shape.
Yeah, the docs say he's gonna be laid up for a while, assuming he doesn't get any worse.
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them. I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
Hello.
Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you?
He did, and anything you could tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Not really. Every bit helps, thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes. Tell the king we
Morning.
thank him for looking out for us.
She got a
Morning.
mustache. I thought she had a mustache. Probably does.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
Nice hairstyle. Do you need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
I kind of need those things. Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Okay. Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
You got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. What do you want to talk about?
Damn it, people have so much to say. Things seem pretty rough here in Freeside.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything I can do?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community, if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
No. Duh. You said something about helping addicts.
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about Bill.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
I'll see what I can do to help them.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to calm things down in Freeside. Where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
The king said you could tell me more about his robotic dog.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
The king brought him here for treatment then?
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
So you can't heal him?
No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work too.
Shit. Poor doggy. So there's no chance he'll ever get better?
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
No problem.
Let's talk about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
What's all the fuss about the water pump?
Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good.
Who are the Kings? As if I didn't know.
They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so, ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas. They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the king wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that.
What do you know about Mick and Ralph?
I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does.
Tell me about the Van Graffs.
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing.
What's the Atomic Wrangler?
A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams?
Yeah.
What did you want to know?
What is this place?
The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
Okay. Followers of the Apocalypse just sound so sinister. I thought you were like evil or something. Who are the followers of it?
We arose from the boneyards of Edidam years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas.
What do you do?
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump. What do you want to talk about?
Do you sell medical supplies?
We're pretty short-handed as it is, but I suppose I could spare a few items. Great. What do you have?
No way, man. Not yet.
What do you want to talk about?
Goodbye. Okay. Okay.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
What kind of research am I on for that?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
What? Nihila?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Where did you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
Forget how old Gladiator movie is. It's freaking old. Makes me feel older. Do you know anything much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way. Certainly.
Why do you research instead of providing medical assistance?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Come with me.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
I'm going after a man named Benny for revenge, and I need someone to keep me patched up.
Pulling bullets out of a vengeance-crazed drifter is truly a noble step up from tending to the downtrodden of Freeside.
Yes.
But I think I'll pass.
What? You fool! You shall regret your decision.
Hello again. Still in one piece, I see.
Why do you need research instead of providing audience? Why would you reconsider? No. Do you need any help?
Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus.
Shut the fuck up with your fucking lane.
See you around. What's up?
Okay.
Howdy. Feed a man for free, and he'll be back asking for more. Feed a man a bullet, you won't hear from him again. Till next time.
Morning.
Hey, what can I get you?
The followers are looking to set up a supply deal.
We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant.
Just let me know if anything catches your... Welcome back.
The followers are looking to work out a supply deal.
Are they looking to buy guns?
Nope.
Then talk to my partner, Ralph.
You.
Have a look. Thanks for stopping in.
Why is it every time I come here I get a new recipe and I didn't know it before? What does this do? To standard. Oh, I get it. I want standard to GRA. Okay. Oh, I get it. I understand. Yeah. I'll drop into the king first. No, I won't. I'll go to the atomic wrangler first.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
Such a nice front door to consider. Holy shit.
Good day. Welcome back. What can I get you?
I'd like a room. And the follower's looking to trade for supplies.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
I'd like a room.
Just a few caps and it's yours.
Here you go.
Up the steps, last room on the left. If you leave the Wrangler, we'll assume you're checking out.
What?
Later.
Hello.
Need some H2O. I've run out of H2O.
It's great to be up here, looking down at all your smiling faces. That won't last long. The more I think of you, the less I think of you. Somebody told me the other day you were bright. I wasn't sure if you meant smart or radioactive. And talk about your quick reflexes. This guy is so fast he beat me to the punchline.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
How's business?
We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking.
At least you're wearing a shirt, unlike your sister. I could use some help with my reputation.
For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind? What do you need, then?
Do you have any work?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities are we talking about, if I know what that means?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls, and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. Have you ever run across a sex bot? Not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
I'll expect 100 caps minimum.
Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it.
I'll see what I can do.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Okay, the followers need to find someone to trade with for supplies.
Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
I might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Any idea where I should look for the sex bot?
The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine. Sure, take a look. Talk to you later.
This guy's so sharp-eyed, he cuts himself every... Was that suit made to order? It was. And where were you at the time? Buddy, you look tough enough to drink a pint of glowing water. Why don't you do us all a favor?
Okay, now, over to the king. The king.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all.
God, this is a lot of running around, isn't it? When will we see action? I want action. I want some guns, I want some armor, and I want some action. And I want some luck. Hello, boss.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
Julie Farkas said a man in Jacobstown can treat Rex.
She said what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Absolutely. I'd love to have that dog.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things.
Oh,
Giant
yeah.
rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them.
What?
Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now,
Oh
you
yeah,
hear?
I got a dog here.
Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Search and mark. Wow. I got a robo-dog. Haha. Robo-doggy. Robo-doggy. Robo-doggy doggy. So, what's this perk he's giving me? Search and mark. While Rex is a companion, unequipped chems, firearms and ammunition within his shortness. Ooh. When you zoom. Oh. Okay, sorry guys, little interruption. Yeah, I got a dog. A freaking dog, man. Yeah. Now I reckon that warehouse we were at earlier, that's where that sex robot is. So we can do that.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the means.
How are we doing for time? Oh, I've completely lost track of time. Oh shit.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today.
Oh, that's good. Julie Carcass sent me to help you sober up.
Julie? I love Julie. She's such a nice lady. One time I was working on the water pump and she came over, put her hand on my shoulder and told me I was doing a great job. Great job, she says. I just choked up and didn't say nothing. Compliments are so rare these days.
Why don't you stop drinking? Oh, try saying that to an alcoholic.
Drop drinking? I've been drinking for a straight month. Listen, I've tried to stop, but the withdrawal symptoms are so bad, I feel like I'm gonna die. I can't stop now.
How much can you afford? How can you afford so much alcohol? What the hell is wrong?
Dixon sells me booze dirt cheap. It does the job, but it tastes like paint thinner, and I feel like I'm gonna die if I stop drinking for a day. I swear that guy's trying to kill me, but what can I do? Drinking other booze doesn't cure the sickness like his.
Okay. Dixon, you're dead. Fucking hate drug pushers. Actually, my best friend's a drug pusher. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't like bad people manipulating people. Dixon. Oh, I remember Dixon. Dixon, you're outside.
Hungry? Thirsty?
That shop.
Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Dixon, you're dead. Dixon, you're dead. Wow, we've been recording for a long time. I think over an hour, maybe. Some bits have to be chopped up. Some running around. Some loading screens. Yep. Definitely some loading screens.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Is Rex gonna go after that rat? That's what I want to know. That is the $1,000,000 question. Rex, go get him.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
I'm definitely keeping this dog, man, no matter what. Fuck people. Dixon, where are you, Dixon? Here you are, over here. That's Dixon. I know that's Dixon.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
Do you know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
Are you trying to kill your customers?
Those fools are from NCR. I love seeing those squatters in agony. We were doing just fine before those shits came here and made a mess of things. We don't need NCR eggheads wandering around confusing things.
I need you to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint.
Thank you.
You know what? I might be willing to stop, if there's something in it for me.
Damn it! Speech! Maybe some caps could persuade you to leave them alone?
300 caps and I'll stop selling to them. Otherwise, it is just too much fun watching them spiral downward.
Shall I just kill him? Shall I just kill that bitch? He's a drug dealer, man. He's got nothing to live for. Kill this skull.
Whew, I always enjoy a good scrap.
Hey!
Yeah. That's how you die. He's probably got a lot of chems on him. Oh yes, look at this. Buff out Dixon's jet. Hell yeah. Bottle caps. God. No. That kind of makes killing worthwhile. I wonder if people will react differently to me. Who's this? Jacob.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
Julie Fargo says you could use some help.
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
Who's supplying you?
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps?
I took care of that dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now!
I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Oh, man. 50.
Bye.
I will need to get my I need to get my science skill up just to freaking convince him to stop taking drugs. Other things need doing. Anyhow, I think that'll do it for this episode. I'll try and follow it up with another quick episode, so stay tuned guys. I'll be right back.